that?
I think everybody in the public space must live 3 lives. You must live the private life, public life, and the secret life. And I think they should not be mistaken for each other. There can be a conflict of interest. There must be a clear-cut demarcation between each of them. If you successfully live each of the stratas of life, that's what makes a successful, entertainer of any ilk. I am not wired to present myself for ridicule and entertainment for others. I believe whenever you take your cases out in the social media circle, that's virtual signaling. Okay, that's cloud chasing.
Yeah.
And whatever transpires in that space, trust me, is bereft of reality, bereft of reason and logic. Steven Spielberg, one of the greatest that ever did it. You know what the man said? You might want to also take this out. He said, treat your script as a living thing. Continue feeding it and growing it. A lot of people, they get into the creative space, that's it. That script becomes Bible. Something they follow verbatim and to the letter. No, your script is a breathing, living organism. The more you feed it, the bigger it grows, the more productive it is.
It's not all the time that you get the opportunity to see this with, big legends who are doing incredible things in the acting industry and across Africa. And I was so excited when I was told that I'll be sitting with them. And I'm getting shaky right now, but I'll just allow that. I'm Gideon Nicholas and I'm joined by 2 amazing people. This is what I'm going to do. Introduce yourself like you've never done that before.
My name is James Joseph Iyke Kwesomoa. And a lot of people don't know the full stretch of my name.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
right. Fun introduction.
Okay, my name is Kenneth Nwadike Godwin. So you match it together as King. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yes, it's true. King. Anyway, one then, what was your big actor starter pack? So there's 1 outfit, 1 line, and 1 dream. What would you say was yours?
My water bottle.
Okay.
I couldn't go. I had this startup. I had this, what you call the fanning pack. Yeah, I had that. So he had a portion for my water bottle, and he also had a portion, funny enough, for an electric buzzer. Like what you call the one you teaser, like a taser, yeah. And it was the weirdest looking thing. I walk around with the water in hand and also ready, because we would finish shoot sometimes late and we had to wait at bus stops to catch buses to our home, and sometimes you get mugged. A lot of my colleagues have been mugged. I said nobody was going to mug me. Wow. So that was my starter pack.
How about you?
For me, I always have my food pack.
We eat from it. Bro, we don't bring food ourselves.
He's some food.
Yeah, he's a fantastic cook.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was the first person that told you are going to be a star?
Myself.
Oh
no, you are.
Yeah, let me just one by one. Just
I told myself I was going to be a star.
Okay.
And don't forget my history. My parents didn't believe in it. My mom bought into it. Women with the intuition, a mother's instinct, a mother's love. My father wasn't with it the first few years of my career path, but you have to believe in yourself more than anything else. And apart from God, I've always betted on myself. So I saw my vision long down the road before anyone caught up.
So you knew that you were going to be a star?
I told myself I was going to be a star.
How about you?
I said the same thing because right from time I've always been a center of attraction. I can't walk into a place and I don't get that, notice. So I've always known that. And then again, I perform better when people are watching.
Oh,
do you understand? So it tells you that I need to be in the face.
Yeah.
So that's I've always known. And then good thing, my parents, they are very, very supportive.
But is there one person who has been very instrumental in both your careers that if you want to give shout out to, you want to say, I owe myself to this person?
I owe everything to my mother. My mother was a standard. She was a friend, a manager, and a mother in every respect. So she just, up from the beginning, said, if you guys are not going to support him, I'm going to support him. I will define everything about support for him. She's blessed her memory. My mom has passed, but her legacy lives on. I'm just happy that she lived long enough to enjoy the fruits of my labor and live long enough to see what I became.
That's nice. I'll come with Kenneth. I'll come back. What's that one thing you've heard about yourself that has shocked you?
That shocked me?
Yes.
That's an interesting question.
Like, hey, is this me? Is this me they're talking about?
The gossips about that.
I mean, there's a lot. It can't just be one thing.
Okay.
But I
Hit
know.
one that was that
okay,
boom,
the one
that
that
hit
hit
you and you were like, what? Are they talking about the same person?
Okay, yeah. I mean, someone said I'm not a good actor. That's I don't know how to act. I'm too erotic. Let's put it that way.
I said,
I'm too erotic. I don't know how to act.
You
So,
know what? No,
it hits you.
funny.
It hits you.
That
It's one
hit
of
it,
those
right?
things.
But how do you manage some of these comments? Some of the things that people say to you that they're not true.
Like you manage all things. You keep quiet about it because you
Right.
know yourself. You know yourself within. It's not everything you have to reply to or respond to. Action speaks louder.
Okay.
The idea is to keep putting out good content, Because I know this for sure. Not everybody's gonna like it. Not everybody. So it's okay, it's allowed. Criticism is allowed. So long as you have people that love you and cheer for you, come on.
How about you? What's that one backlash that you received?
I'm a drug addict. That I sling dope, man. They said I sniff it, inject it, lick it, eat it.
I think
Love it.
when I was growing up,
That's the
people
one.
were talking
Yeah, as you
about-
sit here, I think you're also part of the conversation. So that's the one thing there's wide flung and what. So it shocked people as more and more people came out to say it's a teetotaler. I don't drink.
Oh yeah.
Let alone even drugs.
do
I mean, that
drugs.
would drive me crazy in the shortest time. So that shocked me at first, knowing the background I came from, knowing the kind of parents that raised me and the family, that was totally unacceptable. But I quickly understood what fueled me early. What fueled me is the criticism.
Okay.
What fueled me, became my motivational, my battle cry was every time somebody would say something ominous or totally out of pocket. I understood that to be what made me say I will not respond.
Yeah.
I will respond in kind, in action.
Yes, action.
So my action became, my spokesmanship, in a sense. So I mean, and then it transited later in life where I started seeking out criticism even because it will make me do the unthinkable.
Right. But how do you balance the Jim Iyke brand, the perception people have about you, and your personal life as well? Maybe what we see in movies has shaped people's perception.
Absolutely.
Right? So how do you differentiate that?
I think everybody in the public space must live 3 lives. You must live the private life, the public life, and the secret life.
Yeah, secret.
Okay, the public life is what you see.
Yeah,
It's
the
the perception, it's the business, it's the show business. Okay, the private life, it's your immediate circle, people that work with you, that you can that you extend arms of trust with, that protect you, that project you, that you do business with. We say in Nigeria, people you share money with. Okay, so those are people that's got your back to a degree.
True.
Okay, you have to call them your trust circles.
Yeah.
Your secret life is your family, people you love most, people you would die for, people you would do everything to stand for,
Right.
that you protect, guide, and provide for. So that is your secret life. And I think they should not be mistaken for each other. There can be a conflict of interest. There must be a clear-cut demarcation between each of them.
True.
If you successfully live each of the stratas of life, that's what makes a successful, entertainer of any ilk.
Do you agree with him?
Well said. That's perfectly. I mean, there's no other way, my brother.
Check everybody that
not the-
crisscross this pollination. When you begin to show too much of your secret life,
Yes.
you end up in the court of public opinion.
Yeah,
It's
you
divorce
go
and
and
breakup
yes.
and everybody. Okay, check when you take your public persona into your private life.
Down here.
People in that circle suffer, and you never get to be successful in that circle. Or you take it to your children and your mentees or your mentees or your mentors that trust you to not only engage but safeguard whatever they entrust you with. Nobody wants to give investment to allow people that are obnoxious or ostentatious with it.
Right.
In that circle, for you to manage it, you must remove that public life from that. So they cannot mix. Then when you're in your public life, by all means, show out. Show up and show out. Because that's what is expected
people
in
their
that circle.
face, give people
Give them
their
what they
camera,
want.
their pictures.
Keep the perception going. Recreate it. Keep it shifting at all times.
Yes.
That is the space I live Jim Iyke in.
That's interesting. Social media has changed a lot of things. I mean, from the time that maybe growing up on the things we see now, it has changed a lot of things. It's becoming increasingly difficult to be able to, divide all of these things that you're talking about. How do you think social media is shaping our generation? Do you actually believe that? People have different thoughts about social media and the impacts that it has, right? I don't know if you have different thoughts on coming from the points where you started your career and social media wasn't there. Now, within two years, people can get the followers that people took 10 years and 15 years to build, and people are, but do you think that it's a cheat code or something?
No, it's not. It's one with the times. It's called change. It's called transition, naturally. Okay. Organically, when we came with our times as well, people thought we cheated the code, we went too quick up the ladder, we cut corners. It is change. Get with it and get with the times. And stop, berating it and complain about it. And then adjust accordingly and win. Because you've been winning, you've survived errors before now. Okay? And you've already become a persona in your own sense. So you're already miles ahead of whoever is starting in this generation. Now, my understanding about it is I don't like the public quarrel. I believe when somebody has an issue, treat it privately, call things in order. That is where this generation lose me.
Yeah.
Where men are acting like women. Everybody is so emasculated. You can't wait to take your issue out on social, public circle. Now, I'm not wired to present myself for ridicule and entertainment for others. Okay? I believe whenever you take your cases out in the social media circle, you take it out to the court of public opinion, that's virtual signaling. Okay, that's cloud chasing.
Yeah.
And whatever transpires in that space, trust me, is bereft of reality, bereft of reason and logic. I leave that because it turns to a circus. And reasonably, my brother, I don't entertain people in that circle. Okay. All right? Anybody that wants to play in that circle is a clown. I leave the entertainment for clowns. If you want to deal with issues, you deal with it with reason, with logic, head on. There's so much solution there, and there's so much resolution there, because you're dealing directly with human emotions and not variables or invisible options and opinions that you're not seeing. So that's what people don't understand. We actually made a movie out of it, Bad Comment. Okay. Again, Amazon took it. Amazon licensed it for 3 years. I think it just came off Amazon a couple of weeks ago. That was a foray into the social media ecosystem, where people have adopted this surreal lifestyle as their own, taking followers as their community and their family, and forsaking what is actually real and people that will root and support you in every regard in life. So by the time you take inventory of this spectrum, you'll find out that yes, it's either a tool that's an impossible, unprecedented information and technology for you to harness and better yourself and advance your course in life, or it can actually become one of the most dangerous endeavors in your life.
Before I wrap up the conversation on social media, were you shocked by people's reaction on your comment, your birthday wish to Kate?
It was designed to shock.
Because before I had to check the comments before I continued.
It was designed to shock. Everything I do is intentional. I'm a disruptor. Everything I do is to disrupt. But again, look at it. 80% of the people in there get it.
Yep.
It's a communique between two people that have known each other for decades, that have a certain speak, a certain lingo that is accustomed to just two of us.
Right.
There's no sensitivity. There's no disrespect. There's nothing I can do to dishonor her. It's just my boy that I'm talking to. I saw this dude all the time. I'm like his big brother. When I fall out of pocket, he calls me to order as well. Yeah. When I talk to him, I don't talk to him like a friend. I talk to him like my brother. I don't have a brother. This is mine. So when he sees, I've lived on earth longer than him. So he listens when I speak certain things. But does that make me perfect? No. 2 days ago, I was out of pocket on something. He texted me, hey, bro, I'm not completely comfortable with this. I apologize and I move forward. That when I talk about him in that, if I ever take our modus operandi of communication and I put it in a public space, people will not understand that relationship.
Right.
They would think he's being disrespectful, but he's talking to his big brother, and I'm talking to my younger brother. So when I speak to Kate as I would my sister. I call my sister the most misconduct that spelled name anybody can.
Yeah, I think I do that with my brother as well.
There you go. Have you ever, the way you speak with your brother, if he ends up in public space, they would think you're an a-hole, right?
Yeah.
So that's it. Kate is my sister. How many people can honestly say they've had over 2 decades of relationship with someone that is non-biological with them?
True.
That space was just a glimpse of what it was like having that kind of long-standing friendship. Well, people misconstrue it. This generation is too sensitive. Everybody's coming out there with a battle cry with an axe. And I still tell them, F you, man. F you.
Yeah.
Because the person that said F you to, you saw her response, right?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all that matters. Every time you walk past a mirror, you look at yourself, what you see in the mirror, it doesn't judge, it doesn't condemn, it doesn't demean you. It's a perfect representation of who you are. If you're comfortable with it, like, who the heck does that? Everybody's opinion doesn't matter.
Doesn't count.
Okay, let's talk about the movie Sin. I'll start with you.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about Sin for those who don't know about it.
All right, sin. We used to say sin is coming, but sin is here.
that was long.
Sin is here now.
Yeah.
It was coming before,
Yeah.
but it's here. And that is why I'm in Accra, Ghana.
It's his first
How's
time. by the way.
how's Ghana?
It's his first time.
It's my first time in Ghana, you know, and I'm enjoying and loving it, you know.
And
from
our
the moment-
jollof is good.
Wait on that. I
He nearly lost his life yesterday.
Fifth Amendment.
When he ate that jollof, I was going to say something that would betray a whole country, and one will burn his passport in
You
this
saved
land
me.
before he go back home.
You saved me, you know. But the jollof discussion, hold it.
Okay.
But I'll talk about the people. So far from the airport, you know, warm reception. You know, I think the air here is different. Let's be honest. You know, there's this calmness with Ghana that I enjoy.
Our hospitality is top notch.
It's been Akwaba everywhere. You know, so I'll make this place my second home.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Definitely.
nice.
My big bro, this is his third home. So it's my second home. And trust me, Sin, I always say that Sin is a movement because it's a story by my executive producer here, Jim Iyke, you know. He's a very creative man, you know, and we put in our blood and sweat into Sin. That's why when you sit back and watch it, you know that, okay, every actor on this set put in everything they've got. You know, we bled for Sin. You know. Some of us broke ankles.
Broke my leg, broke my last toe,
You know, so I
and
broke
finger.
my nose for
I'm sure they broke
Sin.
his nose.
You know, so it's an action-packed film that it will keep you on your toes when you're watching it. It's a film I say you don't want people telling you about it. You need to experience it yourself. So Sin is here and it's here to stay. It's already showing the first skill, which is part 1. Then part 2 will be showing next month, August 22nd.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, 22nd August.
22nd
yeah.
August.
Part 2.
Part 2 will be showing 22nd August.
Blackout.
You know, so if you're in Ghana right now, go and watch Sin.
Go
But
subscribe.
what role do you
Subscribe
play?
first to Amazon.
What role do you play?
So yeah, on Sin I played Shadow.
Okay.
I play Shadow. Shadow is a fixer.
No, once Shadow
When
shows
I
up,
hear any shadows, like somebody that is very
when Shadow
diabolical.
appears, somebody dies.
Just know that Shadow, if you see Shadow, there is problem.
Somebody is
Yeah.
about to die.
So Shadow is a fixer. He's that one that he brings decorum. He brings order where there is chaos.
Yeah.
And Shadow is like Black. He played the character Black. You know, Shadow is like Black's right hand.
He's the enforcer, my enforcer. Bro.
I'm his enforcer.
Yeah, the black enforcer.
So there are things to take care of.
Yeah.
He wouldn't come taking care of.
Yeah, I get that
His
vibe.
enforcer goes. So it works for us because you know we have our energy already and
Yeah.
synergy. So it was so easy for us to play it out on set. We understand our eye language and everything. So it's an amazing project that is going to be talked about for decades. Sin is here, my people. Sin is here.
Sin is here.
And please, before I forget, shout out to my executive producer.
Yeah, we'll come into him.
You know, I appreciate the fact that you brought me into this project, you know, and trusted me with the character. Thank you so much. I can't appreciate you enough.
Thank you,
God
sir.
will continue to bless you, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, my man.
Thank you.
Fun for life.
Fun for life, bro.
Tell me about the story and coming up with the story and even producing.
I had a friend, we were in Tokyo some time ago, and I had a friend that he's married to a Japanese lady. You know, he said, hey, when we get back home, there are a few stories he wants to pitch to me. Come by his office, he pitched 5 stories to me. I heard Sin, I said, this is what I want. He didn't leave my office when he came over till we closed that deal. I acquired the IP. So the thing was to flesh it.
Okay.
So we fleshed it together. We raised a 5-man team, fleshed it as a 13 episode series, sent it to Amazon. I needed a super structure that would partner with me because I knew this required global visibility. given the budget, given the capacity and the depth of the story. When we went out and pitched it and we started conversation, they said they wanted to be a 6 limited series. We wrote into a 6 limited. Still, it didn't work out because they were on their exit plan. And they said, okay, they want it as a feature. We couldn't squeeze into one feature. We ended up in a 2-part feature.
Right.
So I rewrote the entire thing, ended up on set. And when we ended up on set, we realized that it was overloaded. Because don't forget, it's a feature,
Yeah,
it's
it
an
was supposed
episode
to be-
too much. You know how
Yes,
episodes are, you
yes.
have to stretch each one
Stretch.
to get the hour out of it. So I had to do 105 scene rewrite
Right.
when we're on set. Now, what motivated me to do this was a couple of weeks before then, I was just overwhelmed with so much work and how I was going to go about it. Steven Spielberg, one of the greatest that ever did it. You know what the man said? You might want to also take this. He said, treat your script as a living thing. Continue feeding it and growing it. A lot of people, immediately they get into the creative space, that's it.
That's it.
That script becomes Bible.
Yes.
Something they follow verbatim and to the
Yes,
letter.
true.
No, your script is a breathing, living organism. The more you feed it, the bigger it grows. The more productive it is. So I started treating my script like it wasn't the last letter, it wasn't the last document. Okay, something can be taken away, added, bettered,
Yeah.
bested.
Yeah.
And then, my brother, my perception, my whole ideology, the whole paradigm changed for me and shifted. And that's how I treated Sin to the end.
That's nice. So, putting the movie together, getting certain characters, and everything, what were you looking out for to pick certain?
I wasn't
people
looking
to
for
play certain
famous
roles?
actors. Like you said, everybody's on social media being famous,
Yeah.
and undeservedly. I was looking for people that had their acting chops. The Kenneth Nwadike, the next superstars. They sing, Tosin,
Tony Tones.
Tony Tones,
Chidimoke
Chidimoke, phenomenal. So I wanted actors that knew the acting chop, that knew how to research, that knew how to bury themselves somewhere else and resurrect as a character that I wanted. So the metamorphosis of my choices was also intricate in the kind of team that I raised. There were 2 co-producers, 3 associate producers, a battery of assistants everywhere.
Yeah.
There were 168 crew members worked on this. Over 2,000 actors
yes.
worked on this. Space of over a year, almost a year to complete. It's not that project that you take over. My concept of leadership has always been get the best people that know how to do specific, chores that you can't do. Put them in positions of power or empowerment or trust and get the hell out of their way. Let them do what they do. So all I do is stay at the helm of affairs and make sure that I guide them towards the vision and the mission. That's it.
What do you want this film to represent, or how far do you want it to go?
I think this is the time. This film is clearly going to state that we've come of age and the creative committee globally, in the creative committee stage globally. It's time we announce our presence. It's been announced from far, because of lack of budget, lack of government support, lack of, we've been paranoid. The genes that plagued us in that whole action thriller genre. We're standing boldly now. We're standing boldly to beat our chest and say that you can see us. We've been heard, and every one of us that created this is of African descent. My brother, what louder statement? It's a good time for African cinema. It's a win.
True. So definitely we should all be watching Sin. But before we wrap up, just have a few questions. So I'll start with Kenneth. If Nollywood made a movie about you, who plays you and who plays your enemy?
That's a good one, bro. I see your hand,
Who should play me? Wow. The truth is, I don't think there is anybody that can play me so far.
It's a good one.
I'm trying to psych my own. I can't see anybody. I
Okay,
don't
so
think.
how about your enemy?
Many of them.
We have enough enemies to play with.
So many.
We're blessed with enemies.
Okay.
Because
blessing.
the intention of enemies for others, it's a gatekeeper, a barricade,
True.
a porthole of sorts, or someone that stands in your way. Challenge. Enemies for us is nothing. is motivation. You know,
It's a vibe.
yeah, it's a vibe.
It's what we need.
They ignite us, man.
Yeah,
They
so-
make us do the impossible.
So you mentioned it really
without
clearly
enemies, we won't exist.
The reason why I won't mention names
Because
so
they are enemies. Bro.
Yeah,
They are
okay.
They know themselves.
They know themselves.
Okay, Vim. If you walk into a room and your theme song plays, what's the track? What would that track be?
Dun 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 dun. Eye of the tiger. Dun 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 dun
Oh
dun,
yeah.
dun.
How about you?
Dan dam. Dan dan da dam. You know our old Nollywood now. Dan dam.
Okay, those. Kenneth Nwadike. Oh my God. I know. You know those old Nollywood.
Yeah. I think those sounds are now
Yeah,
even being
well,
used for
bro,
that.
that sound is the most analog sound ever created. Like
Once you mark it,
that sound is so obsolete. Oh,
Like it
man,
just has this.
that's a good one,
scary
bro.
vibe.
That's a good one.
It's still in my
Man,
brain.
Okay, what's one thing Jim Iyke cannot act?
Hmm?
What's one thing you cannot act?
I
What
can't
role?
do the gay guys. I'm sorry. I can't wear skirt
Alright.
for nobody, man. I'm sorry. I know there's a whole community
He said, "I
out
can't wear
there.
skirt."
You know, I salute you guys. To each his own.
Yes.
My brother, we're too much meal to get it twisted.
Too
Yeah, my
powerful.
brother.
You know,
My
they've
brother.
tried so many times.
Bro,
So
the
many
last guy chasing with machetes.
So many
The last
times.
producer that sent me a script
script like
along,
that?
my brother, I located that guy with a machete. Immediately he saw me, he took off. I said, keep running.
You know,
Keep running.
It was as bad as the story has nothing to do with it, but just the thumbnail says
Yes.
the woman is going to wear suit and
Yeah,
you're
they
going to
could
wear
wear
the
skirt.
wedding gown.
Bruh, it was
Hold
a
on
wrap.
minute. It doesn't make any sense. Yes, the man is being, molested in the family. Like the woman became the man, the man became the woman, taking care of the kids while she goes to work. But why would the thumbnail
Be
that I should
Monsieur
wear
Bear,
a
it's
gown?
correct. Ah, man.
I think
That's a
it's
mass.
problematic because now most of the foreign movies that we watch, the ones that are not say Netflix, and you have to have a scene or a character that plays something like that.
Yeah.
And it looks like if there was
So they're trying to reach a
interpretation of it.
wider spectrum of audience,
True.
and of course the community in question will not, okay or give their nod of approval
If they
if
don't have-
you don't touch on subjects that is sensitive to them. Yeah.
True.
Right.
True.
Final question: if you had 60 seconds on live TV, what's the first thing you say? 60
God is good.
all the time.
God is good.
Kenneth,
Oh yes, God is everything. To be honest, God is everything. And Kenneth Nwadike is here to stay.
Yes.
here to stay.
Get used to it, people.
Get used to
All
it.
right.
Next superstar.
We're wrapping up. Tell us something about sin and just look directly into the camera and let's wrap up.
So listen, Sin is not a movie. It's not a content. Sin is an experience. So you have to experience sin to understand what your own created. All the amazing actors on this project, what we did, it's a movement. It's a different thing ever. There's nothing like Sin now to next year or the year after that.
It's
Simple.
nothing like sin.
It's simple. Sin is here.
Sin
Yeah,
is
Sin is here.
If
Thank
you
you
don't
so
watch
much.
sin, you're sinning.
Yes.
If you don't watch sin, you are sinning. That's
So it's First Blood on Prime Video right now. Part 2 is going to be released 22nd August worldwide. Please.
Thank you.
I've had Jim Iyke, I've had Kenneth. What's her name again?
Kenneth Nwadike.
Nwadike, yes, I got it right. I'm Gideon Nicholas. This is an exclusive with two amazing, phenomenal African actors. We'll see you some other time.